Test.
One,
This is a test.
2, 3. Test 1, 2, 3.
I love it. Ready?
I feel like I need a cup of tea. Like I need to be holding something. Or wine?
Wine.
We should be like Hoda and Kathy Lee.
Like drunk wine?
Yes.
Okay. Can I have a glass?
Yes. So I asked you guys to send over some questions, and thank you, you guys sent over so many, but I narrowed it down to about 20. A lot of these questions were asked multiple times, so let's get to it, Babs.
Okay.
I'm not drinking wine, I'm drinking tea.
Cheers. Where are you from? / what is your nationality?
My nationality is I'm half Spanish, half Italian. My mother is Italian, my father is Spanish. I was born in Dallas, Texas. Lived in California for a couple years, and we moved to Spain when I was about 4 years old, and I lived there for about 10 years. And then I went to high school in Orange County, and I lived in Italy for a year. I studied abroad, and then I went to LA once I got back. So where I'm from is, I don't really have a good answer because I'm from a lot of places.
What was your first car?
My first car was a 1987 Jeep Cherokee that was the ugliest color in the world. It was like this muted, I think it was called eggshell color, and you could start the engine without the key. You could legit just turn it. It was my, God, I just spilled the tea on me.
Oh, shit.
Oh, God. It was my sister's car that was handed down to me. And I really disliked the color of it. And the inside was, I think it was tan leather. So my dad told me that I could paint it. So I picked cherry red, like Coca-Cola red. And I had leopard seats with a disco ball. I swear this is all true.
Just take a moment, an interruption break for this.
This is an intermission.
Intermission. Can you speak Spanish?
Sí, puedo hablar español perfectamente, Jessica.
And what does that mean?
Says I can speak Spanish perfectly, Jessica. Jessie doesn't know Spanish, she wants to learn.
I'm learning.
So yes, but Alejandro and I do not speak Spanish. Contrary to belief, we've never spoken Spanish with each other because we met in America and we speak English. A lot of you ask if I'm ever gonna have a Spanish channel, and I'm just easing into this, so we'll see. But for now, I'm gonna keep it sweet. Pero muchas gracias por todo el amor.
How did you meet Ali, and what was your first impression?
We were neighbors, but my first impression of him was tacky, I would say, loud. He had diamond earrings and he had a ponytail, but he was very enthusiastic and very nice and super friendly and very kind.
What made you want to do YouTube?
Well, I got a lot of heat from my husband. I don't know, I just felt that it was kind of the next step, and I avoided it for a really long time because I was just, honestly scared and insecure to do it, and I finally kind of was like, who gives an F? So Jess and I kind of just started like messing around with the camera, and we started filming Fiona, who is our muse. And I don't know, we just were like, let's just test it out, see if people want to watch us / me, and it kind of happened from there. We got a good reaction, and now we enjoy it. Honestly, so much work. I give the guys a lot of credit.
Why do you like Wagon so much?
Why do I love the Wagon? I always thought it was the most badass car on the road, way before I had one. Then I drove one, and I just thought it was the most amazing car. Yes, it's not the smoothest, and it's not the super luxurious. Something about it, it just makes me feel very strong and kind of dominating the road. It also has the biggest trunk, which is very important to me because I was a stylist for many years and I really need trunk space. Also the dogs, and just, it's a very great car that's multi-purpose. And I feel safe in it, and I like being above. It's just calm. He's up. Oh.
Best and worst part about living with Ali?
Oh my God. How much time do I have? Best and worst parts about living with Alejandro. The best is he is the funniest person. He is a homebody, which I am too, so that's very important. And he's very clean. He's actually very, very clean. I'm neurotically clean, but he's very clean for a guy. The worst part, I would say, is he leaves little piles everywhere. That's why I call him a squirrel. He isn't very domesticated, meaning he doesn't know where the dishwasher is, he doesn't know where trash bags are. He's never done laundry, and he hasn't gone to the grocery store in 10 years. That was a lot. That wasn't one thing.
How many handbags do you own, and what is your favorite handbag?
I have no idea how many handbags I have. I know that sounds incredibly annoying, but I have probably 40. What's my favorite handbag? Oof, that's very difficult to answer. Currently, right now, I'm extremely into my Chanel backpack and my crossbody mini Balenciaga, but I don't have a favorite.
How did you get into fashion, and what made you want to be a fashion designer?
I've loved fashion since I was young. My mom always dressed very nicely and loved to shop, and we traveled a lot throughout Europe. I just always was drawn to clothing. I've always loved it. I always used to style my friends in high school, and I always had jobs where it involved clothing in retail stores, and it just came natural to me. What made me want to become a fashion designer was Alejandro asked me if I wanted to make a collection for him, and I didn't really know the first thing about doing a clothing line because styling was my background. And I just kind of hit the ground running and went for it. And that's how basically I became a fashion designer.
Do you still do daily meditation using the Headspace app? If so, do you think meditation is working to keep you less stressed?
I'll be honest, I have not been using the Headspace app. I was on a great track for like a month, and then something happened where I got distracted and not doing it. It did help. I do think meditation is wonderful. I have anxiety, so it was helping with that. I try and have other forms of meditation. I exercise every single day, so that is my form of meditation, but it is a fantastic app, and I do recommend it. You look like an angel.
What is your dream car?
I have my dream car, but if I had to get a second car, I really loved when I had the Wraith Rolls Royce. I didn't drive it enough when I had it, but if I could get another car, I would have the Wraith and my G, and I would be the happiest person alive.
Where did you get your sofa from, and what style is it? Our
couch is from Restoration Hardware. It is the Cloud. It is magnificent, and it's literally the most comfortable thing. It is a Cloud. Link below.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years regarding your clothing career and the brand Salomondrin?
In 5 years, I would like to still be making collections. I would love to be collaborating with other influencers and artists and designing for them. I would love to partner up with a big, retailer, and I want my women's line to grow.
How would you best advise someone who has an idea for a brand but has absolutely zero experience in the industry? Where do they start?
Intern. Get an internship. Figure out what you want to do, in what category of fashion you want to be in. Start interning, start volunteering, or get a job at a clothing store at the bottom and see exactly how it's all done. But interning is super important. You just learn so much. And if you're in a situation where you have to have a job, then do it when you have free time on the weekends, after school. But intern. You learn so much. Ask questions, read, research. Okay. Can you come with your mother? Come with your mother. She in it now? You're an angel.
Favorite designer and favorite brand?
Oh my God. That is such an unfair question. I love Rag & Bone, Maj, Sandro, Redone. Designer, Saint Laurent, Givenchy, Victoria Beckham.
What's your favorite car from Ali's collection?
Currently, right now, I would probably say his Carrera, the pink one, because it's so unique. Even though when he first got it, I was terrified of it, but it's grown on me over the years. But that car is really fun. The color is just so amazing.
Last question.
Oh boy.
What made you say yes to Alejandro?
He's such a good man. So giving and kind, and he would take a bullet for me and my family and the dogs. He makes me laugh, and I think that's just so important to have laughter. And he's wonderful.
All right. Well, we're done with Q&A.
Hoda.
I'm almost done with my wine, everyone.
Bye, guys.
See you next time.
Bye. Why don't you get in the hot seat? Let me ask you a couple questions.
Okay, sure. What do I do? It's not Q&A. Q&A time with Melanie. It's Q&A time with Jessie. Hello.
So I'm just gonna ask you one question.
Oh God, I'm nervous.
You should be. You ready?
I am now.
Okay. One question. Who are you dating? Who are you an item with?
Ivan, tell me your deepest, darkest secrets.
I hate Jess Quick, seriously. She's the worst.
You're blushing.
Because he makes me really happy.